Hey folks, welcome to SpeedBump. It's time for the mystery puzzle triple battle royale extravaganza. Yeah?
And we got like a whole thing going here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are going to be giving them a game for about 10 minutes. They're going to play it until we say stop. We're going to take whatever their score is, put it in our little spreadsheet, and then give them a new one with a completely new score. They're going to add those scores once they're done with all three and see who has the best score. 3 puzzle games. No one knows what any of them are yet except for me and Off the Blues. I tried to find some games that matched each other pretty well in how many points they give you out. So games, sometimes they give you millions of points, but it wouldn't make the other ones irrelevant. So that's one of the ways we balance this. I think that we have some choice games in there. One good one from each console, and then one really bad one that no one will like, except for me. That's balanced, right?
Yeah, that's what balance is.
Waiting to see all the players go live here, but here we are. There's our players, the 6 players we have. Digi, Tarragon, and Vlad. I might have Vlad's address wrong. I need to check that.
Is it Vlad usually uses Vlad the Temp?
Temporary or temp?
Vlad the Temporary.
Yeah, I have that right. I need them to go on then. Tarragon I don't see yet. And Digi I do not see yet.
Digi claims they're online, so...
Okay, I see those 2 now.
Okay.
I think you can go ahead and have them load up the first game too. Which,
Alright.
We're not going to tell them what the next game is until it's time either. Here's a surprise.
Do you know which mode we're playing for this first game?
Whatever one will yield the most cleared stages. I forget. I think it's just mode A.
Yeah, I'm trying to remind myself what the modes are.
I haven't played that game a bunch, but I have played it. Tetris 2. Tetris 2 is game 1. We're going to give them 1,000 points for every stage cleared. I believe they need to do puzzle mode.
Okay, puzzle mode, 1P versus calm.
Is that right? Puzzle mode? I think that's right. I'm gonna do a quick check on the long play for this.
Okay.
Let's make sure that that's what we want. I'm pretty sure it is, though. What I was looking at before.
I think normal mode is what they want, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm loading up.
Okay. We'll check to make sure we get the right mode.
It's puzzles. Puzzle round.
Okay, so do turn it on to puzzle setting?
Looks like it.
Okay.
So they might be doing like the NES, actually. This might be a different game.
Oh yeah, I gave them the SNES version.
I forgot there was a difference there. Let me look at that real quick, because that's completely different. No, this is the SNES one. It doesn't look like the same menu. Hold on a second.
You sure you're looking at Tetris 2 and not just Tetris?
It is. Okay. They really go through this menu fast. Puzzle, and then you just hit start, and you don't change any other options.
Okay.
Puzzle mode doesn't have a versus thing. You highlight one player up there. You don't highlight versus at all. That's a bad UI, is what it is. That's what's confusing us here. Versus mode is like a different option completely. One player, puzzle, and then you hit start. You don't mess with versus at all. That's not a thing. We're not looking at that at all. We're looking at just one player mode. That's what I thought. That's why I was confused. I thought it was a completely different game. Just one player puzzle, hit start. You should be looking at the stage. A big mug of beer. I'm still not seeing Vlad if they're alive yet.
Yeah, I haven't heard back from them, so Vlad might not be joining us.
Oh, there they. No, never mind. They didn't hear yet. Well, we'll just hide that. For now.
Vlad, the not appearing in this race.
That's fine.
All right, so should I give him a countdown?
Let me pull audio. I'll be pulling audio from, unless there's a reason not to, from Kion. And ready to go. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and do that, and I'll hit the start.
I'm giving them the start now.
All right, so we're gonna be giving them 1,000 points for every cleared stage in this race. Here we go. I'll tell you when 10 minutes is up. If Vlad joins, we'll get those points from him.
Yep.
Remains to be seen.
Oh, this puzzle mode's actually really interesting. I didn't realize what puzzle mode was exactly.
Yeah. Looks like Vlad's not gonna make it.
Nope.
I'm not sure exactly how this works. Oh, you set up a cascade, and that's the way to get it done.
Yeah, basically you get some number of pieces that you're going to place, and you need to clear everything with those pieces. So I imagine later puzzles might have 2 pieces that are going to enter the board, but at this point it's just 1.
I haven't done a mystery triathlon in a while, and this is the kind of thing that was, except for it was like back-to-back racing.
Right.
We haven't done a Royal Rumble pack in a while either. Can we get 16
It has been
players?
a little while.
Can we do it? Can we get 16 big players? You know what? There's a place for the scoreboard up here now, so I'll just put this here. That makes sense.
Looks good to me.
This will be the cumulative score of everyone's thing. It's already been 2 minutes. These games are radically different from each other, so we'll see how it goes. The goal is to destroy all the shining tiles, and that's all there is to this. Nothing else matters. And you only get 1 try, right? So...
Yeah, I think you only get the number of pieces that sort of show up on the board. On the side column. Yeah, so it seems like the mechanic here is that when you clear the flashing pieces, it clears all the other matching tiles of the same color.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just removed from the board instantly, which serves to help solve some of these puzzles as well.
Tetris 2 was Author Blue's pick.
It was.
My game's much worse than that. We have a pretty cool second game, though. There's a pretty nice one in the middle.
Yeah. The second one was my pick, too. Well, I mean, it was sort of your pick that I turned into my pick.
I threw one of mine out because it gave 1 billion points. Just so many points. We would have to be like, yeah, just delete a 0 from the end. That's the only way to make it work. Just a whole digit beyond the amount of points you get for these. one of those wacky games gives you 10 million points. I'm seeing the players.
Yeah, I was gonna try to keep track of the round number myself, but
that's
it's a little bit hard to follow. So I'm hoping the players keep track of their round numbers well enough that they can assist me in the task.
Those fries look pretty good, but those drumsticks? What the fuck are those ribs? Those look gross. Like a chicken nugget on a bone? What is that?
I mean, I've seen that style of preparation of like cleaning the bone like that with other cuts, but not like such a tiny little drumstick of meat.
Maybe I'm just uncultured. I don't recognize that format of meat.
Well, they do that with like tomahawk steaks, where you like cut away the meat from the bone, but you leave the bone, or lamb, was it rib meat? You often will like leave the rib bone attached to the meat at the end. But I've never seen that with chicken, not that I can think of at least. It's called Frenching. That's the name I was looking for. I knew there was a fancy word for it.
I think Dude and Keon are in the lead here for this, but one of the other reasons why this will work really well is because it's super likely that a tie will happen in a game like this. I mean, there's gonna be some stage, like stage 10 could just be this tough stage, and a round where you'll be in 10 minutes and you just see everybody in there and then they all have the same score. We'll throw in a game.
I'm gonna start filling in some round numbers when I see them pop up. They only pop up when someone clears a level, so it's gonna be wrong until everyone clears at least one level.
Well, round 8 for Moonberry. And I've seen that stage be cleared, I think, so. The one Keon and Dude are working on is so complicated. Got it. Keon is clear on that one. I think they're in the lead. Maybe 10? Yeah, they're on 10.
Okay.
10,000 points over there.
Dude on 9.
This is not going to be where most of the points come from, I don't think. Unless they start... Wow, I already cleared that one. 11 for... They could get a lot of points from this, but they'd really have to start crushing it. They have 4 minutes left. I assume they'll get less than 20. So that's going to be the lowest point value, but it's still points. It's still a big chunk of points. It's just not going to be the decider, I don't think. This is just a warm-up game. It's possible if it's close on the other ones, obviously, that could make the difference. Tarragon's having the most trouble, I think, with this. I think they're the furthest back at the moment. They're trying to figure out this cascade on this, I think it's stage 6.
Is that a browser source? Because it's not updating automatically as I change stuff.
There you go. I need to...
Okay.
It's still not thing OBS does where... Well, it's still not thing
Or if
Chrome
it's minimized.
Does. Yeah. Disaster of a concept that they changed. Desperate to make it their browser the worst one. There we go. Let's move this over here. Yeah, so there was an option to I gotta figure out how to do. Yeah, okay. There was an option to not animate tiles that are hidden, windowed things that you hide or hidden behind something else to try and save resources. And I guess that's useful for some people, most people maybe. But then it became a mandatory option. They removed even the like secret little hidden option flag you could set to make that not happen. So now it's just on all the time. They just have this busted thing going on with the windows, which really messed me up.
All right, now that I've got everyone's updated, I'm going to be really diligent about every time I see a round clear getting it updated.
Digi's on 9. Keon's stage is nightmarish, but they're making it happen. It's not that bad. It's it all comes together. You get it just in one big go. 14 for them is clear. They're on 15 now. Tarragon's on 9. They caught up fast. Wow.
Yeah. Now, pretty much everyone's on 9 except for Kion, who's just like flying forward.
It's a dangerous gamer. Very skilled. Tetris player too. Sometimes because I played Tetris for money back in the day, I'm nowhere near as good as when I did that. I played like competitive online weird Tetranet stuff for like tournaments and stuff. That is one person here who might be able to beat me, like just straight up. Even at my best, probably I wouldn't be able to win. But I'd give them a run for their money. I would like to think, but I've seen them play, and I'm like, wow.
This level that everyone is stuck on looks like a nightmare level. I get why everyone's on it.
Tetris skill maybe doesn't help so much in this format, but you know your way around the blocks, I guess. Anyway, I'm just saying, Kion is definitely good at Tetris. It wasn't really money matches, it was like tournament for fun. Like, they didn't really give prizes out, but it was the whole of the Tetranet community was playing. That wasn't a ton of people. Back then, it was what it was. You know, probably a couple hundred people had Tetranet at any time. But I was playing with them. Back then, it was 6-player Tetris. It was awesome. It looked like Windows 95. I miss it. That was the gaming days.
Oh, dude made it past.
Yep.
And we are past the 10-minute mark, so...
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll be the last one we give. Gotta call it there. Kion does not get that last point.
Right.
The timer's in the bottom right on the bar. Yeah, I have Tetranet. The files to run it. I got an error message last time I tried that it said something like, this file's too old, we don't know what it is. You can't run this, you're crazy. Like, I thought it was a virus or something. It wasn't that it was like, you know, 32-bit on a 64-bit system or something. It's just that it was from like 2001 and it didn't understand what it was anymore. So it was hard to get it to work. But I did. We can set up our own server pretty easily for that. Ready for the next game? You wanna talk about it? I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah, so our next game is going to be Fire and Ice for the NES. Fire and Ice is the sequel to Solomon's Key, kinda, sorta. It's a block puzzle game, platformer block puzzles, and we're going to be doing this one mostly the same way. We're going to be basing their score off of how many levels they complete. When we first decided to do a puzzle challenge, it was going to be all score based, and then 2 of our games turned out to be level based. So what can you do?
Yeah. If you'd like to join our SpeedBump stuff in the future, pretty much every week after Arcade Pit we do something, and it's often racing. I would like to organize some more 16-person things that are very similar to this. So we'll need a lot of signups when we do those. Maybe we can do one this month. It would be toward the end of the month. I could get that ready. I want to make the layout look better in that. We're much like Tetris 2. We're going to give them 1,000 points for every stage they clear. I don't think we're going to let them skip. They have to do them in order.
Okay.
Letting them skip is a confusing thing for us. I think they got 10 minutes.
Right.
They need to just beat levels in a row.
Right.
None of them are like ridiculous in the start of this game, as far as I remember. Evil
All right,
wizard
well, I'm
named
going to give them the
Druidale.
countdown then.
I'm ready to go. I'll pay more attention to that clock this time. I'll set up a side clock that goes off in 10 minutes and sets off an air horn. Alright, here we go.
So this is a pretty interesting game. The challenge, if I remember correctly, is just to put out all the fires. which you have the ability to move around the ice blocks, and later you'll get more abilities as the worlds progress. I'm probably not going to try to keep up the level score during the race until things slow down, so...
This one's much more obvious.
Yeah,
I mean,
it should be clear how everyone's doing. Once things slow down a little bit, I'll update the spreadsheet so that the scores start keeping up.
It says right on screen, and even in the world map, it's got a really nice little bar.
Right.
So this game is about using ice as platforms, and when there's fire, you must destroy it. The goal is to destroy the fire. Actually, the fire is the problem. Everyone's on the same page here, more or less, at the moment.
I think everyone's mostly figuring it out.
The first, this is what I mean, Tetris 2 is going to be the weaker game for points, because the first 10 levels of this are going to be just get them and go. So we're going to see triple score.
At the end of the day, I think that's fine. I think Tetris 2 is going to have not been a huge score decider, and simultaneously, it was one where almost everyone was even, so...
Yeah, Keon's going to have like 6 levels on everyone in this game, but that could make a difference. Big advantage for that. Everybody's doing good. There's a little bit of people getting ahead of each other here, but not too much. I think that Moonberry's in the lead.
Yeah, so among your abilities you have in this game, and you really have to learn how to wield them effectively, one of the main abilities you kind of learn to control in this game is the ability to place or destroy an ice block below you. It's a little bit tricky because it'll try to fuse to pretty much anything. So you can see, like, for instance, on 1.7 in the top right of the screen, they can't just like drop ice blocks down there because it's sticking to walls, and so it's causing some challenges. But Moonberry has figured out a solution. There we go.
Dude is dead. Gotta try again.
Yeah, so the side effect of the way that your ice wand works here is that you don't really have the ability to climb with the ice, but you do have the ability to tunnel with the ice or drop things down. It's kind of an interesting mechanic. I mean, it's a simple system that I think makes sense pretty intuitively when you start playing.
Moonberry on the final stage of World 1. Getting rid of the meaner fire blocks here, carefully.
I think Moonberry has some ideas. I think he's already seen.
Yep. She's on the boss. I think I like the little torch on the world map there. (1-10). Is there a time limit to kill the fire on this stage?
I mean, it looks like it's rising, but I don't know that that's true. I think it's more like Mario camera rules, kind of.
It is rising. It's messing up the auto scroller.
Right.
Gotta take that bottom one out first. I think that level's clear too. 1-7 is holding up a lot of people. 1-6 for Digi. Guns on their way. It's been 4 minutes. Just gotta move fast on this fire stage.
Everyone seems to be doing pretty well. I think people are gonna surprise me. I kind of had anticipated that people were going to move through this so quickly that it was going to have an overwhelming number of points. But I think this one's going to be somewhat on par with Tetris 2.
Did Irem make this?
I think this was an IRM game. That sounds right.
I heard the Kickle Cubicle disappear noise. What a cool game. Maybe be in the.
I mean, who made
puzzle.
Solomon's Key? Wasn't that IRM?
I don't know.
Tecmo made this. Okay.
Of Super Bowl? They made other games.
Of Super Bowl fame?
They made the Super Bowl. They show up every year in the Tecmo blimp. Fire in World 2 is alive.
Yep.
Keon's puzzled by 1-9. 1-7 and 6 are holding up the other two players still. I think that they're getting the answer here, yeah. That's 1.
There we go. Woodbury's coming along now.
Nope, didn't get it. They found one side, but they can't get the other one this way. Can they? Maybe they can. Is this gonna go anywhere? I don't think it will. I think unfortunately they cannot... Yeah. They can't go any higher. They need one more...
Alright, I think things are starting to slow down enough. I'm going to start inputting some scores.
I'm waiting to see this answer snap into place here. I think this is the end of 1-9 for Kyon. Moonberry is tearing up World 2 while everyone else is trapped. Didn't mean to kick it. Didn't mean to kick it, no! Maybe they did actually, Oh no! I don't know if they see the answer or not.
Are you talking about Keon?
Yeah. You get so many levels in a row once you start hustling in this game. Moonbear's getting a ton of points because it's not super difficult for a while once you get past the headaches.
And then you run into 1-9.
Yeah. I think the answer is right there and they just don't see it. This might actually work though. But I don't think it will. They're still stuck here. Getting bullied. Meanwhile, Tarragon has reached 1-9. And I think they've already solved it. Yeah, they're gonna pass up. They're gonna solve it right now.
Wow.
Instantly
That's
know the
impressive.
answer.
Yeah, just know the answer. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, dude's there as well. Trying to figure it out. Looks good so far. I think they messed up though. The problem is that you cannot make a cube on the same level as you. So once you've deleted that one that's up here, create yourself some havoc.
Yeah, you can climb, but because all of your interactions are on the floor below you, it makes it really difficult to climb unless the stage is like explicitly built for that.
They have 20 seconds left.
Yep.
Dude, that 7
Oh,
is clear.
Moonberry absolutely crushed that.
Tarragon's working on 1-10, but I don't think they're gonna have time. Got an air horn coming any second now. And
that's
time.
That's time.
1-9 for Keon, 1-9 for Dude, 2-8 for Moonberry, 1-10 for Tarragon, and 1-8 for Digi.
All right, well, you get to explain the last one.
All right, well, we're gonna mix up the puzzle game. It's still a puzzle game. It's got some action elements to it, though. It's called Clue Clue Land. It is a game. Have you played Clue Clue Land?
I'm familiar with it, but I don't think I've ever played it. No.
People dislike it. I grew up with it, but I can see what. So you basically have pegs, and you run around the pegs, and you hold out your arm, and you just hang on to the peg and spin around, and you light up every tile that you hit while you're spinning. And you can release to throw yourself in any of the 4 directions while spinning on a peg. There are enemies. You can shoot them with your little beam and turn them into little fellas. So there is a gun button. I would advise the players to watch the intro here to see how to play it, maybe. It'll go through it a little bit. Your goal is to go across the pegs in whatever order you need to find the hidden drawing. So it's a puzzle game in that respect. Figuring out how the hell to control it and figuring out what you're drawing and how to make the drawing appear. It's going to be like just the border of like a house or something. So you're just going to draw a house shape.
I'm prepping the players already to blame you for this one.
Yeah. Tell them to shoot the enemies to make them not hostile, to hold onto the pegs with their left or right arms, to spin, and to draw the hidden picture. And do not jump in the portals either. The portals are all dangerous. Ready to roll here. Now this game is not going to give them points by stage. We're going to give them points by what they get in game, and it should be pretty close to what they got before, except for very hard if you can't get the hang of it. Could be a lot of points. Could be 30 or 40,000 easy. Could be 10, depending on how well they do.
Yeah, based on the scores we have right now, this one will be a decider if someone like really gets the hang of this one pretty smoothly.
It's not a long game. It's the kind of arcade game that just loops, and it's got about as big of a loop as freaking Donkey Kong 1. Like, it's got like 6 levels, and that's it. So there's some bonus levels in there too. So if they really are good at it, they could really start crushing it. You can see on Dude's screen that they're drawing a heart. That's the so that's the way this will work. If everyone's ready, I'm ready to start that clock.
All right, I just gave them the countdown.
All right, here we go.
I'm so sorry to our players.
The confusion comes from the spinning around on the pegs, the left and right arms. Like you hold out your left arm with the D-pad left, and you hold it out with the D-pad right, and you need to watch which arm you're spinning on and get the hang of it that way. That's the control scheme. You can't just move up and down. Maybe if you could, maybe then it would be an easier game to play.
I feel like whoever conceived of this game should not have. It's like, I mean, it makes sense, but like, why? Why would you make this this way?
It's a cool co-op game, yeah. You spin on pegs. Never seen that before.
That's not a selling point. I don't want to be pissed off with a friend.
Well, it's the kind of co-op where you bump into your buddy and you can't get it done. The cool kind. Like Mario Brothers, where Luigi's jumping into your jump. We do have different pictures, just randomly. There's got 2 hearts, 3, 4 hearts, and then somebody got stuck with the house, it looks like. That's what Keon's working on.
Oh, good. The pictures are random. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it doesn't look like the score is on the screen at all times. Should
it'll show up when they game over, or something like that. We can just make them game over to show it, if we have to. One player has defeated stage 1. Most of them are doing pretty good.
They all seem to be trying their best, which I don't know.
1,800 big ones. Tarragon, and then they get the bonus for the stage itself. So yeah, stage clears 1,000 points, 4,000 almost. We can go by their top score in game somewhere.
Yeah, I think on the title screen it'll tell you what your top score is, and it starts at 0, so it's not even capped.
That'll be an easy way to get that. Just have them game over once the time's up and See what they got. They'll also get the points for the stage they were on, possibly, if they game over on it. So
That's fine with me. I mean, all the other games we've been using what level number they're on as proxy for how many points to award them. So technically, they've been getting free points for the level they were on that they hadn't completed yet.
Yeah. Everybody gets some points. You can kill enemies by ramming into the wall. And also, I was gonna say, we've seen literally all this game has to offer at this point. It's got no, there's no like bird enemy or anything. This is the only enemy in the game as far as I can remember, and this is the only type of stage. There's not really any. There's like more bounce pads sometimes. There's a bonus level. So that's all there is.
Smite, I just want to update you with our players are not having a great time.
What? They don't like the clue.
I can't believe you've done this to them, Smite. I can't believe you knew they were going to have a bad time with Clue Land, so you gave them Clue Land.
There's a pineapple in it, just like in Pac-Man. He's that bad boy for 800 points. Tarragon's having a good time, seems like to me. They're on stage 3. They've pretty much completed the loop at this point. There's just one stage and then they get a bonus level.
What do you think the picture is on Digi's screen? You think it's a clown face, or do you think it's a sailboat? Okay, because it looked a little bit like a sailboat.
I know these maps big time. Oh, they ran out of time, so they died instantly. I forgot about the timer. Right when they were almost done.
That's a picture of us right now watching Clue Land.
Look at the little Lolo dance. See, that's the Adventures of Lolo guy, right?
I don't think it's the Adventures of Lolo guy.
I think it is. That's your boy, Lolo.
I love Lolo.
Isn't that him?
I don't think so.
Looks like him to me. Are you sure that's not Leon from Resident Evil? It looks like him to me. Dude's looking for the last one, but it's in the portal. You can swing through the portal as long as you don't let go. He just needs to hit that last map marker, though. Oh, they got eaten, and then the timer ran out, and they died. They got killed twice in a row. The nonsense. There it is. Leon's having a bad time. I feel like you can get out of there.
Is this solvable?
This guy will solve it for you. Oh, he changed his mind.
I'm worried this might not be solvable.
How did you get in this jam?
I'm typing a key on. At least there's a timer.
Yeah, there is a timer. And there's some fellas. Maybe they'll come after you. Oh,
unbelievable.
They got bit. Well, now they're in bad luck because they're out of time. And they're still gonna die from that. Shouldn't have messed with the bounce pads. I think it's like a teddy bear face. Oh, they're dead now.
Oh, I can kind of see it.
Do you enjoy the arcade music that it has? That twangy. That's an art that went away. You know, have that like a playing with a harp, like a mouth harp thing. So like a harmonica, but twangier.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
What an awesome sound.
There's an era where like all arcade music sounded like an upright piano playing ragtime music. And I don't. Why did we ever stop that?
Yeah, it sounds like Excitebike. That's right. Excitebike loved that jam. They have 4 minutes left. I know the time just flew by.
I know. Sometimes when you're having fun, it's hard to understand the passage of time.
I forget what that white flag does, but I feel like it's super good. It might beat the level instantly or something. On Digi screen? I don't remember. I wonder if it is good. You know, white flags are famous for being good for you to pull out and wave around.
Do you think if you grab it, all the enemies just politely leave you alone?
I'm not sure what Digi's doing. They're just kind of rotating. I don't know if they realize that doesn't unlock anything. Like as an extra life, that would be awesome. Yeah, that could be a big ticket. It is a 1-up. They needed it too. They gotta find the last piece of the butterfly monster here. It's unfortunately in the inside loop there. Yeah, close.
This seems really challenging to control.
I wonder if anyone's ever modded it to just be D-pad, just regular. I mean, it would be super easy if it was. And where's the last piece of this butterfly, do you think? There it is! Yo, she made it. I think there's a, what is that, a popsicle on a big double popsicles over there on the left? Or is that a cow?
We're gonna be really scratching our heads next week when no one's willing to sign up for SpeedBump Mystery Race.
There's only one Clue Clue Land. I won't use it twice. It's all uphill. Smooth sailing after this. The wind's blowing into your... Come on, we got it. Some kind of alien or something. What the hell is that? Alright, well, we're seeing pretty good scores, nevertheless.
30 for Digi.
13,920 from Dude at the moment on their top score.
13,920 from Dude.
I think that's as far as they're gonna get because they seem to have game overed.
Yep. Vlad said, "Hey, I love Clue Clue Land." Dude says, "Why?"
If you grew up with it, I mean, if the control scheme doesn't bother you, if you understand rotation really well.
I mean, sometimes you hit yourself with a hammer and you're like, now I enjoy getting hit by a hammer because you're familiar with it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could do a couple loops of this game with no problem because I'm so familiar with the spinning. But I know better than to use it in like Arcade Pit. There's no way you can just pick this up. You gotta learn how to time your rotation. Yeah, it's time is up.
Alright, that's our time.
Talkion, Moonberry, Tarragon to all take a death. See where they're at. It does look like Dude made it to the level with the warps, or at least the demo did. There's no left side, so you can go from the left to the right. It's a matter of like timing and spinning. Timing and spinning.
I'm having our players, to the best of their ability, game over as quickly as possible so we can see those scores.
A little robot action going on for Digi there. They just have it on autopilot. Bouncing back and forth. See how easy it is? You can't even lose for 500 seconds. 9, 4, 10 for Tarragon.
11, 4, 30 for Moonberry. And 13, 6, 20.
Moonberry has 8, 8, 10. I didn't see
Moonberry had... Oh, you didn't?
No,
I thought I did.
See if I can get back to the menu on that one. Well, that's our 3 games. That's our mystery puzzle battle. Yeah, their score says 8810.
Oh, the top says 11,430. Which I think might have been a previous round or something.
That's what we should be using. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong
number. That's what I'm using for all of them.
That's my bad. The pink number is the one that matters, and that font makes it look like it's just a subtitle.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong
so
number.
that's our scores. Based on the way we designed it, Keon had a 38, 620.
Super close, actually. Wow. Moonberry's lead in Fire and Ice almost beat out Tetris 2's lead. But the Clue Clue Land did make the difference. 2,000 points for Keon. is making it happen there. Did they really? They really got 13,620 in this. I thought they were doing a tough time in Clue Clue Land, but that's not too bad. According to the board here. Hey, nice work.
That was fun.
Yeah, this level that dude's demo is showing is the worst level. It's got little tunnels that you used to get from side to side. Disgusting.
So just to be clear, first place was Kion with 38,620. Second place looks to be Moonberry with 38,430, very close. With DigiDigi in third at 33,030. Everyone remarkably close. I'm really impressed at how well that ended up working out, despite them having to play Clue Clue Land.
If we do puzzle game again, and we certainly can, there's like a million of those, we'll have to make sure that our scoring is similar, because these three worked really well. Well, I mean, what did we see here? We saw 16k, 9k, 13k, that was Keon's score, 10k, 9k, 13k, 9k, 18k, 11k. Just that all those numbers are in the realm of each other. And that's pretty good. Tarragon's got a straight 9,000 across the board, just 3 times 9,000. Alright. Hey, thanks for joining me out the blues.
No, thank you, Smite. Thank you.
Thanks for Clue Clue Land. I haven't seen it in a couple years since the last time I made people play it.